How's it going, YouTube? This is Dragon Samurai 14 here. Today I am going to be giving off my first ever opinion on what is going on in WWE. And this is mainly going to be all about what happened this week on Monday night and what is probably what I predict might happen at this Sunday at Backlash. So, as you guys have not known, I am a huge WWE fan. I became a fan when I was a little kid, but that faded in when a lot of people started making fun of me about, that WWE's fake and everything. Then I tried it again around the time of Capital Punishment. Wait a second. Excuse me. And and then most recently, early 2015, I became a new fan for WWE. So, what do I think about what happened recently on Monday Night Raw? What do I think about Seth Rollins' face turn? So, people have not noticed that Seth Rollins is now officially a face because of Monday Night Raw 2 weeks ago. Triple H came in and screwed Seth Rollins out of the Universal Championship Fatal 4-Way Elimination match, and leading to Kevin Owens becoming the next Universal Champion. And with the fact that Roman Reigns will fight Kevin Owens on Monday Night Raw next week. And if Roman wins, then the match at Clash of Champions will become a triple threat match, which will be very, very, very interesting. Now, what do I personally think about Seth Rollins' face turn? I have to say I'm going to be a little bit relieved, but at the same time angry, because I at first didn't like Seth Rollins at all, because the two things he did that I can count really pissed me off. You see, last year September, I was a huge fan of Sting, the former WCW wrestler who had joined WWE in late 2014, fought Triple H at WrestleMania 31, and had most recently just retired after being inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2016. And I still had the feeling that Seth Rollins is actually the reason why Sting has retired. Because at Sting's pay-per-view match at Night of Champions, he has suffered a neck injury from Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins was able to retain the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And I was hoping that Sting would be in WWE a little bit longer for the fact that he had technically just joined WWE and already he's now officially going to have to retire. So that was pretty upsetting. The second thing that angered me about Seth Rollins is when he had caused Finn Balor's current injury, the separated shoulder injury that the Demon King had suffered at SummerSlam, after being powerbombed into a barricade with his arm sticking out, hitting the barricade and separating his shoulder. And Finn Balor is expected to come back after a 4 to 6 month recovery, so he'll most likely come back around Royal Rumble or WrestleMania, and I have a speculation that he might come back as a heel because of the fact that I pictured there would be, because I kind of see a heel turn coming in when it comes to Finn Balor, because the fact is this: Seth Rollins is responsible for Finn Balor's current injury. That is enough motivation to have him become a heel, and now that Seth Rollins is a face, this time the former heel, the former two-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion, will have to face the Demon King as an evil Demon King. And I've never really seen Finn Balor as a heel. The closest thing I've seen to Finn Balor as a heel was photographs of him with the former back when he wrestled in Japan, the Bullet Club, which is also where Luke Gallows and Anderson are from, and AJ Styles. And I won't be surprised if all 4 of those superstars form into a WWE version of Bullet Club. In other words, just the club. But that's another story. Now, onward with the whole fact of Backlash. What do I think? What could happen in Backlash? Well, after what I saw recently on SmackDown, for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, that the Usos had turned heel and have made sure that American Alphas do not advance further into the finals to face Heath Slater and Rhino for the Tag Team Championships on SmackDown. So that was a big shock for me. I didn't expect the Usos to turn heel. I didn't know when they exactly turned heel, but I did not expect it at all. So the exact moment I saw them show off heel colors and watching the fellow member of American Alpha, I'm sorry, I forget his name, being all injured and moaning and basically crying, and they just walked away, I was like, oh my god. Now the next thing I am pretty surprised with is I'm not really too excited on the whole SmackDown Women's Championship, because there's not really that many divas that I'm crazy about in that roster. You see, the only current women wrestlers I am interested in are Paige, who is currently suspended right now, and then there's the current NXT Women's Champion, Asuka, who I think is a really, really, really interesting woman. Because, I've seen her on her debut match that she ended the match in 10 minutes. Now, recently in NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2, I watched the debut of the latest women to join NXT, and that she ended the match in 4 minutes. So that's, to me, a brand new record when it comes to a women's wrestling match. I am so sorry. That scared the shit out of me. Whew. Whew. But anyway, so I'm not exactly entirely hyped up on the SmackDown Women's Championship or even the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. In fact, I kind of expected more with the belts. A lot of people have been really disappointed with the newer championship belts. Like the Universal Championship, a lot of people were really, really disappointed for that. It just looks like a red version of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship belt, except that the belt is red and the line on the bottom of the two W's is black instead of red. It's making me question, do they have any creativity for their new title belts? But then again, it is what it is, and there's nothing I can do about it. Same thing goes with the SmackDown Tag Team and Women Championships. They're basically a blue and silver version of the Tag Team Championships back on Raw, and the Women's Championship is basically the Women's Championship, but the inside of the plate, instead of red, it's blue. So there's nothing really special about that. I just might end up starting watching NXT more often, because so far NXT has been a lot different now that Shinsuke Nakamura is the NXT champion, and finally that tub of lard Samoa Joe is finally unable to compete right now due to the injuries he suffered from Nakamura. Now, the other matches I know that a lot of people are excited for. Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. Because after Randy Orton's very, very, very devastating and bloody match with Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam last month. And I'm still debating whether or not it was fake, because that was just really, really bloody. Now, Bray Wyatt, I don't know what he's getting himself into here. To face off the Viper. Because as far as I can tell, Bray Wyatt and the Viper have never fought each other. So, I am pretty excited for it, in a sense. But the one thing is that there's AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which I will admit I'm a tiny bit excited for, but I don't know, SmackDown has not really been good these days, which really is kind of a shame. I've so far more been supportive for Monday Night Raw than I have for SmackDown. And my friend WolfMark117 supports SmackDown. I think it's mainly because of the fact that John Cena is part of SmackDown. But either way, that doesn't really matter. The other matches at Backlash, I really have no idea what other matches are coming up. So, I'll probably just need to take a look as soon as I have time. I'm sorry, I'm really, really tired. It's like 12:46 in the afternoon, and 12:46 p.m. at night. I apologize for that. But anyway, I have nothing else to report. I'll mainly be looking forward to Clash of the Champions. Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens for the WWE Universal Championship, and the possibility of Roman Reigns being a part of it if he wins his match with Kevin Owens next week on Monday Night Raw. So, I will give you my my opinion and review on WWE Backlash, because I will watch Backlash, but I will say right here, I believe I won't be surprised. But anyway, thank you guys for watching my video, and this is Dragon Summer 14 calling off for the night, and in tribute to Finn Balor and his time in the club. Balor Club out.